Hey guys, so I told you I was going to give you an update today after my first appointment, and so here it is. So today was my first monitoring appointment. So like this past weekend, I got my blood drawn, and the doctor changed my fall stim dose. Um, and today I actually got to have a blood draw and an ultrasound, so it's kind of exciting, scan day. Um, So I went. My husband was actually at work today. The plan was for him to FaceTime during the ultrasound, but unfortunately, he got a call right, like probably 5 minutes before the ultrasound was going to start, which is just always get a call right when you need them for something, but just part of the job. So, anyway, I just grinned and bared it myself. So when we did the ultrasound, Dr. Amos counted 10 eggs on the left side. He said probably more than 10, but that's what he counted. And then also 10 or greater eggs on the right side. So that's like 20 eggs that he counted, and maybe hopefully more. Um, so for people who don't know, like you really want to start out with a big number, egg retrieval, if you can. Really, it's really quality of the egg over quantity, but it's nice to start out with a big number because um, out of the eggs that you retrieve, some of those eggs might not be mature, and then of the mature eggs, some of those eggs might not fertilize, and then what actually fertilizes has to make it to 5 days of growing, and then we'll freeze it. And we're going to biopsy it and do genetic screening on it. So we really want a big number so we can have lots of embryo babies. And the good part about having a lot of embryos is that if for some reason, our first frozen embryo transfer didn't work, we would still have more, and I wouldn't have to go through this whole stimming process again. Or for people who want more kids in the future, you can freeze them and have frosty babies, and you can do them in the future, brothers and sisters. So it's kind of exciting that we had so many today. Um, I have PCOS, so I knew that I had a lot of eggs. We've counted them before on ultrasounds, um, but I didn't know like how many of the eggs that we counted would respond to the medication. So it was really exciting to see that we actually really did, have some response. And then I have some follicles that are growing. Hopefully they'll grow nice and big, and we'll get a lot of mature eggs out of them. Um, so Dr. Amos said I was progressing really well. He wants to make sure that he doesn't overstimulate me, because if you overstimulate, then you can get, it's OHSS. I don't exactly know what the exact acronym stands for. I can't remember at the moment. I'll post it above, but pretty much like you just overstimulate so much that you get a lot of pain, really sick, and you could end up in the hospital. So we don't want that to happen, but we do want a lot of eggs. It's like a fine line between what we want to get and what we don't want to happen. So he said based off of my blood work that we will decrease my dose of follistim back to 200. So I went up to 225, and I'm going to go 225 again tonight, and then tomorrow we'll take it down to 200, and then my Menopur will just stay the same. And then on top of that, we're going to start our Ganirelix, which just prevents me from ovulating all the eggs that we're trying to harvest right now. So if I was to ovulate all of them, then we wouldn't get any eggs, and that would be devastating. So this is a very important medication. I don't know how excited I am about having to do 3 shots in a day, but it's all worth it in the end, right? That's what I keep telling myself. Anything for baby damage. So I went over that. How am I feeling? Like I said, I really have only had a headache really for the past 5 days or so. it hasn't been continuous. It's really just mainly been the past 2 days, honestly. But I don't know if it's like mind over matter thing, but after, today I started noticing a little bit more stomach pain, a little bit more cramping, kind of sucks. Um, but I don't know if it's just because I saw everything, like, well, there's really stuff happening, or if, like, it's just because I'm starting to grow. So I saw in a video once that your ovaries grow to like oranges, from like itty bitty to like oranges. So I wouldn't say I'm an orange yet, obviously, but maybe like a little clementine. um, so yes, I had to pull my stretchy pants out today just because I was cramping a little bit. Tomorrow is my last shift, hopefully before my egg retrieval. So if I stay feeling like I am today, then I should be good for my 12 hours of taking care of the babies. But hopefully I don't get any worse, because it's not fun to be at work not feeling good. So there's that. Let's see. So my husband couldn't make it to the appointment, which kind of led me on to my next topic that I thought I would talk about, which I learned on one of the Trying to Conceive boards I'm part of, is that, when you are doing IVF, you need to get your sock game up. Because, you end up wearing like the drapes a lot, and your hospital gown for the retrieval and transfer, and there's not really a way to spice up your outfit. So you get cute socks, not to mention the fact that your feet get freezing during ultrasounds. And I am a sandal girl, so my sock game coming into this was pretty weak, very weak. So I went out and bought some socks, and these ones, they're not too fancy, but they're knee highs, and these are my first pair. Anybody who knows me knows that I am a diehard Arizona State University fan. Go Devils. And my husband is a U of A fan, and these are U of A colors. So the socks were on clearance. Just joking. But they were the only color they had, so I went with them. But it was actually kind of nice today because my husband wasn't with me, so I put on my socks, and I was looking down and totally reminded me of him because he always wears U of A stuff constantly. So it was kind of like he was with me in a weird way. So they're kind of like my U of A socks, but not really mine because I don't wear U of A stuff, but we'll just call them that. And so that was kind of a hidden blessing because, it was kind of nice having him there. And I know that I am going to get made fun of a million times over about these darn socks and them being U of A socks and wearing them. So I'm just going to put that out there right now. It's just for the good luck, we'll say that. So these will be my scan day socks. And then I actually, for transfer, found these babies. Or not for transfer, I'm going to use them for my egg retrieval. But maybe for transfer. If they're really lucky, I might use them for transfer. But here they are. IVF. It's kind of backwards for you guys, I'm sure. Got this. So they were pretty cute, huh? Very long, comfortable, and sexy. Very sexy with the hospital gown. Gonna be irresistible. But so yeah, these are them. Hopefully, get a lot of luck out of them. We'll get lots of little eggs on retrieval day. So there was that. I don't really have much else for you guys. Oh, today when I was injecting after my appointment, I went to the physical therapist for an ankle injury I have, and it was 10 o'clock, of course. So